Hello and welcome back to Film Club to Death. This week, your two registered cinephiles are me, Richard Whiteborn, and my co-host, Joe Wood.
Me.
Little old me. And we are back from our slight Christmas hiatus. We have ate and drank ourselves into a hole.
Before we get into it, Richard, how was your time off?
It was really good. Watched a lot of films.
That's
What about
really
you?
good. I had a
Watched a lot of films,
time.
not for this podcast, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did anything but. I didn't speak.
Not that we don't love the listeners.
Silence.
But sometimes you got to take a break when it's busy and this isn't your full-time job. Sometimes
Get off our friggin' back, man.
Get off our creamy beanie.
What? Sorry.
Excuse me. Sorry, that was a Freudian slip.
Sorry about. Right. So, the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, this week we should have really, instead of.
Who cares about Christmas?
Yeah, I was gonna say no. We've just dated this episode by giving our own personal details. They just want the cold hard facts of 1992's The Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. Who? What's his job?
He cuts the grass.
Oh my! He cuts.
Now let's talk about the beginning
He
of this.
fucks.
He does fuck. He loves to cut and fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose we can all agree with that. That is pretty awesome. I actually worked as a gardener for about a week and a half, so I kind of really resonated with this.
I also have cut some grass for like 1 or 2 days.
You haven't touched grass in a while, though. I will say that.
I can see it.
That's why you had your backyard paved. No time for that. No time for a blonde-haired freak to be cutting the grass.
Yeah. I
A
mean,
local fucking, just... Let's be honest. He's
right.
He's borderline,
I want to.
you know...
I want to talk about him just for a second.
Judd,
He reminded me.
What's he called?
Chud. Job.
Job, that's it, the religious allegories. Yes.
Yeah, religion. That played a heavy part in this. But before we get onto that, I just want to say that he reminded me of Simple Jack.
Yeah, oh my god. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Especially at the beginning.
Well, apparently he showed up with orange hair and nobody expected him to, and they managed to convince him to dye it like the blonde that you see in the film. But, he was, wanted it to be Jeff Faney, I think he's called. Wanted it to be, another quirk that he had. I'm like, I think his mental, his mental stuff at the moment is, I think that's quite enough quirks. I don't think you need to make him look like Simple Jack.
Yeah. Because wasn't
but there is something
a piss take on Sean Penn?
I think so, but there is something to say about. I think Lawnmower Man's probably the one that started it. Like the '90s just loved these sci-fi worlds, like Johnny
Disabled
Mnemonic.
people. Oh,
no,
I see.
they Y2K's bearing down on them. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of fear of the pooter, of the computer.
Well, yeah, there's another. Because I mean, obviously, you have the weightiest of them all, the Matrix. In culture, comes out.
Yeah, I suppose Matrix was at the end. Yeah, the most this is all like Demolition Man. The running all this is pre.
The 13th Floor, as well, which I would like to cover at some point. But that's another like you say, it's AI. We don't understand it. We're not even there yet in the world.
Yeah, you can kind of see where they're like all the programs, quote unquote, they use, and the not necessarily the look, because I do think the look like for some reason I do have like nostalgia about this look that like obviously never really existed, but it reminds me of a simpler time.
Yeah, it was
But
jarring
like
at first. I think seeing that kind of like 3D.
people's interpretation of what virtual reality is gonna be is like crazy because it's all just like that fucking. You dress up as like a Fox character and stand in a room and chat with people. That's all that really happens. There's no. I'm sitting on a bed and
Yes,
floating down and saying like, "Put the phone. Don't unplug me when I'm in the middle of a program."
Yeah,
Like I've never said that.
It can mess with the
And I've
program.
I wanted to say that, and I wanted a chimp to look like RoboCop and shoot me in the head. By the way,
insane.
I
I
just
love
want to
when he
bring up.
starts that. Yeah, and he goes like, "That was my best chimp."
Yeah, I want to bring up. He has a nightmare about through the eyes of a chimp,
Yes.
but they've developed a virtual reality headset to go on a chimp, and
Yes.
why have they programmed it when he sees a gun to say acquire? Like,
Yes. All
who's
great
programmed?
points.
Yeah, it was like it zoomed in on the cop's gun and says acquire. I'm like, they've built this for the chimp. Why the fuck would anybody put in like as soon as this chimp sees a gun, he's got to load it?
Yeah, and also the ID card as well. It's like acquire ID card,
Yeah,
swipe
yeah,
door,
this chimp is fucked up.
and then some other guy just shoots him dead.
Yeah, that was my best. I actually do feel
Your
bad.
chimp's
I hate stuff
dead.
like that. It's like with 28 Days Later, where like the chimp at the
Oh, the
beginning, like they
beginning.
free them, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they should free this chimp, but they don't know he's full of angriness.
He's full of just pure
He is
Pure-
pissed.
peed off.
I hate
that
when
is
my
good,
chimps
though.
are pissed off.
That that is good though. 28 weeks later, days. Sorry, when he's just
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say 28 weeks is the beginning's good.
yeah, and then you just have, and then it's Jeremy Renner, who we've already spoken about.
Friend of the pod.
He's called in a few times. Well, his lawyers have.
We've called him out a few times. He's not called in.
Great guy.
Well, salt of the earth.
Yeah, assaulter of the earth.
But yeah, Lawnmower Man, based on a Stephen King short story, real short story. Apparently, I've not read it, but
It's a real story. It's really.
as is becoming tradition on this podcast, every film based on a book. I've not read the book. I don't even think I can read.
Okay, I don't think you can either.
I hated to bring. I didn't want to bring this up. We've been doing. I don't know what episode this is now, but I've been sending you notes and you just can't read.
You can't be surprised that we're not doing a book podcast.
Yeah, this isn't a book club. It's a film club for a reason.
And we're not doing any foreign films.
I mean, we could. I can read
Be
subtitles.
damned.
I can't read subtitles, but in another way, I can understand every language.
Yeah. That's your chimp
That's my autism.
chimp power.
As soon as I see a language, I have to acquire it.
Acquire language. I think. I don't know why I said I think. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I know that there's a plot for the Stephen King novel. I'm just gonna very briefly talk about
Read the whole thing.
Read the entire story.
But yeah, well, it's like, and they've really gone wild with it, but I actually don't mind. Like, if you're gonna adapt a short story that's like really short, I don't mind that you're gonna, like, fucking hell, have fun with it. This
I
wasn't.
mean, have fun with it, but also like.
I don't know. There's something visually about this where like.
Look, hang on. Whoa. Let's go back to Stephen.
Okay,
and his little pervy head. So this is just right. So it begins the story. Harold Parquet, who took pride in his well-maintained lawn, became traumatized after a neighborhood boy accidentally mowed over a cat while cutting his grass. He sells his lawnmower and neglects his lawn, so it grows wild. He hires some people to cut the grass. A fat man arrives in a van and starts doing it. and then all of a sudden the man strips naked,
Yeah.
and the lawnmower just works on its own, manically tearing through everything. And then the fat man crawls behind it, eating all the grass like an animal.
Yeah, I should have probably brought that up when I was saying about he wanted it to be quirky, so he dyed his hair like orange and they had to dye it blonde. The reason he probably did that is because on the book, the guy who's Lawnmower Man is like a fat freak nudist who eats grass.
Yeah, like what?
So
he passes out
I can see why they
sees
didn't.
that.
Well, I can see why they didn't go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, a virtual reality is a hop, skip, and a jump, but
I don't think this has anything to do with virtual reality.
It has the short story has absolutely no virtual reality in it at all. It's just the director had recently met a scientist, Brett Leonard, and they spoke about virtual reality, and he decided to bring it in because he thought it was an interesting. He also did Virtuosity, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but it was only in the art department.
So, the Lawnmower Man the book is about a guy that eats grass. The lawnmower does the job itself, and then he just kills the owner. But he also says his boss.
Yeah, that's why they have
is the Greek god Pan.
Yeah, the first person they kill is a sacrifice to Pan, I think, in the book. What I could see.
Well,
but yeah, so
just like he read this and went lawnmower. That's pretty cool.
No, I don't think he read it. I think the studio acquired
it.
I think the studio acquired it and said, "Who wants to make Lawnmower Man?" Because somebody else bought because it's Lawnmower Man's in a book called Night Stories, and
I'm so angry.
And there's loads of others in there because it's barely anything really. The short story. No offense, King.
I just can't.
And coming from a guy who hasn't read it, so sorry, double. That's both barrels for you.
So this
haven't
might
read
well
it,
be
but
something else.
Shit.
I mean, that short story seems kind of fun. But okay, so this is
about. Here to
speak
about that.
Yeah, this is basically like I thought from up until like halfway through, this was going to be like a Flowers for Algernon kind of vibe, which is just there's a main character who has learning difficulties or an intellectually disabled gardener, and they just experiment on him and they make him incredibly intelligent, and he surpasses the scientists and things. And I thought that was kind of where this was going, which it was in a way, and then it went like
it
hard turn to God. And
it kind of does it like for some reason the brain grows, but also like
so does the heart.
Being in virtual reality makes yes, very good. Being in virtual reality makes you smarter somehow, but like all it seems to be is you're either falling or playing basically what is like a video game in virtual reality. You're not actually. I don't know why your brain would grow from losing like Speed Racer equivalent.
Because you learn, you repeat, you learn. There was that bit where he just fired symbols at his face.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's picked up Latin in 2 hours.
He's scared a lot of it. He's very scared.
There's a lot of screaming. There's a lot of sweat. There's some pretty good Tron-inspired outfits.
Oh yeah, there's a few Trons.
At the end. I don't know why he's in like a gyroscope for virtual reality.
You have to be. You have to be.
Like, I can't imagine that. I can imagine him being like suspended works, but just him like flipping upside down constantly. Surely that's really annoying. You know?
Yeah, I don't get what that brings to the experience, but.
And why is there two?
I'm no expert.
So they can do 2-player, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. All right, Lawnmower Man, we're back. By we're back, I mean we never left for the listener.
Exactly.
What were we talking about?
I think it was something about
him being
lawnmower.
mentally. How did you feel about the effects and like him when he's killing people, just turning them into bubbles?
I mean, with the effects as a whole, it was a little bit jarring at first, because it's like the film is very serious, and like takes itself very seriously, and then all of a sudden you have something that looks ridiculous, and I think it kind of took me out of it a little bit at first, but then as it went on, I just kind of rolled with it, and then by the fight scene at the end, you just kind of think like, okay, this just works. I felt serious by the end of it.
I think it's played like you have to play this seriously. Like if you're, like playing a like mentally handicapped person.
Yeah,
there's no in what is like a sci-fi like film. Like you've got a, but like there's bits in it where like the guy at the petrol station where he like goes into his mind and like mows his brain. Like there's individual scenes of the virtual reality where I think is actually genius, and like that is horrifying and weird, and because it's in that like, and especially for us now, because it's like that 90s virtual reality is like almost nostalgic and like almost
that level of like, animation.
Yeah, it's so. That's why I think watching this now compared to when I was younger, it's like, well, when I was younger, I wanted realism. I wanted something that felt real, or like I could see in my mind, or it was like fantastical or something. But it's like now when I watch this, it's like it's somehow like nostalgic for this like weird thing that never really existed for me. But it's like the aesthetic is like visually pleasing if like the film around it isn't great. But I would love something like that is set in that world still, as in like the virtual reality weird 90s, but maybe not this film, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a weird one.
Because it's like it looks so bizarre, but like those elements are like, that was genuinely like off-putting, and like when he's just like, he basically gets plugged in and just sees lots of satanic symbols all the time and like fucking freaks out.
Yeah, he just starts screaming. When he like goes into the, it's very. You can see a lot of other like sci-fi stuff with it, like with Flowers for Algernon. Mentioned the Tron as well. There's a little bit of like Neuromancer with him like going in and becoming this, like becoming one with the database. And having this thing where he jacks in. I did like the guy when our main character Piers Brosnan is hacking in, and he's hacking into the mainframe. He's running programs to disable the thing, and the guy just goes, "What the fuck does that mean?"
It is a proper. You need to like. It's like this. The story around it's so simple when like. It's like the military is like, we've given him like the bad juice or whatever. It's like, because we need this for like military. It's like, do you? Like, do you need to fight the Russians on the virtual plane? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's
we've used the anger serum.
It's the same reason.
What?
Not to go off topic, but it's the same reason about if you've ever seen Welcome to Derry.
No. Tell me.
But it's like, so one of the subplots in Welcome to Derry is the US military like want the like Pennywise for military purposes. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna do with this like cosmic clown? Like, you can't just put a hat on him and send him to kill the Russians. What the fuck are you even gonna do?
We've given this clown an AK and a couple of grenades.
Yeah, it's like this
Over
thing
the
that's
top,
beyond
soldier.
this thing that arguably is beyond understanding, and like is like it like doesn't see time because he's like he lives everything like concurrently
Lives everything everywhere, and they just
all at
wanna.
once.
We're gonna capture him. See what makes this guy tick.
Yeah, it's like we need him to fight the
What?
fucking Russians.
Yeah, what are you
Why don't you just
talking?
not
This
go to
guy,
war?
and then he watches and goes, "Who the fuck are the Russians? What? Like
Yeah, it's like why don't you deal with this cosmic clown that's killing people in your thing instead of like
they
yeah.
do
But I
love
felt that
that.
about this where it's like are we like do you need this for military? Like whatever happened to just a good old fashioned pistol?
Why don't they just make a better pistol? But it's the same with Carnosaur, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean,
we
it's the
need,
same with the new Jurassic Worlds, where they're like, with the raptors,
yeah,
they're like, oh, these raptors need do they? Do you, like, could you
everything is
not get a
military.
drone to do it? Do you need a fucking prehistoric feral animal to
I
like?
suppose it's a easy way for everyone to kind of like get on board with these guys are the enemy. Because when he's like, oh,
Yeah,
we're making people intelligent, he's like, we're using it for quote unquote evil. It's the
I
army.
always think it's an easy way to like write out like a way of financing whatever scientific projects going on or whatever like
Yeah,
do you know how,
yeah.
if it's not oh I just accidentally made this in my garage, it's oh we're government funded or we're like
Yeah, it's
there's like a
secret
mysterious
part of
backer
the secret part
and then
of the secret part of the government.
and the back is always some like bizarre
It's an old man, a billionaire, a trillionaire, made his money, God knows how, and now he's just pouring it. Unlimited resources. Okay, let's do whatever the fuck we want then, I guess. And it is like an easy way to just, write whatever the hell you need.
it's it's completely bizarre, but also like I suppose it is like this film is been changed so much from the source material where it's like yeah fine. I mean there's
It
a million
almost
films
just
that probably do this.
it almost just isn't worth. I mean,
And also
it
has like
still
no bearing
works.
on the actual
Yeah, there's no point it
like
being. It just has the same name. I think at this point, and it still works.
it's like you basically just need more people for him to fucking like kill or like you know what I mean? You need some sort of like timer or antagonist to be like, we have to do this since then, and like we're gonna be shut down or you can't get out of here because blah blah blah.
Also, why was if he shut off all
Like
the?
let's talk about Pierce Brosnan in this because like
Okay.
he like this is him pre-Bond, but post. What's
Bond.
the TV show he did that was really famous for?
Ooh.
But basically, he stopped doing that show and then wanted to star in something, and then was in this.
A TV show. Remington Steele.
Yeah, that's it. Remington Steele. That had just finished.
Damn. So when the hell was he? Oh, so he was 97 in GoldenEye.
Yeah, 97 was GoldenEye.
Damn, that's later than I thought it was.
I'm not gonna lie. Pierce Brosnan is my James Bond. When I grew up
Wait, hang
with
on.
James Bond,
GoldenEye's not 97. GoldenEye's 95. Sorry.
it was Pierce Brosnan
Still.
that was my James Bond when I was growing up.
Yeah, I feel like watching him.
Like when if I was pretending to be James Bond as a kid, which I had done,
Which
I was
I'm
pretend-
absolutely done.
it was Pierce Brosnan I was pretending to be.
I couldn't tell apart from. Yeah, I think I was too late for Sean Connery. Was Pierce Brosnan the last one before it had like a break? Before
Yeah, and then it was
Daniel
Craig.
Craig.
But I also like Timothy Dalton or whatever. And this is James Bond talk now. This is our second part.
Timothy, yeah.
Um,
Owner of the supermarché.
yeah. But it was because the one that came out when I actually can remember was the one where that guy gets diamonds shot in his face with Halle Berry. What one was that? What one was that? That fucking. This is a film podcast. What one was that?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
It's called Die Another Day.
Die.
They filmed at the remember the Eden, the Eden Project down in wherever it is.
Have been to
I've been to it as
Cornwall?
well. Yeah,
Devon.
I think so. Yeah,
that end.
they filmed it there. Die Another Day. I actually might have to rewatch Die Another Day. We could be getting a Bond episode out soon. If they release a new Bond film in the next however long.
Well, is it Stephen Knight writing it? The guy who did Peaky Blinders and House of Guinness. I think he's writing the new.
Yeah,
James
I think
Bond.
he is. Yeah.
But then Villeneuve's directing it, so.
Yeah, Villeneuve's directing.
I imagine.
Do you think this is going to be?
Mm?
Do you think he's? This is completely well off topic, but
well, it's Piers. It's Piers chat.
Do you think it's going to be modern set, this Villeneuve one, or set in like the 60s? Because I always thought that's what they should do with Bond after Craig is do like a Man from Uncle kind of thing and like set it in the 60s. You can have all the weird gadgets and the old cars. Do you know what I mean? It makes more sense to have like a fucking jetpack or like a pen with a fucking nuclear laser in it or something. And it would be more like it would be more camp than that, but you have to like fully commit.
Yeah, I think that stuff only works now as like a 60s film. I think if you did it now and you had a jetpack, it would just look
it's dumb as hell. Like, do you know what I mean? Nobody cares about like a modern jetpack. It's like, oh.
But if you have a flying car,
that could happen.
And it's like the DB9 in the 60s or 70s, and that flies.
But I just think you can get away with more if you're gonna, and it makes it so different to the one that's just been out. Which is like I think audiences always kind of want.
Yeah.
Like I say that audiences don't want the same thing, but then like I suppose like Marvel is the most popular thing at the moment, and that is just the same. That is what did we used to say in the old episodes? Like freaking suck that slop or whatever we were on about. What was it? Slurp the slop.
Slip.
I can't even remember our own.
Slurp the slop.
I can't even remember our own bits. That's how long the break's been.
It's been 3 years. It's been
17 years.
So many good bits.
This is a legacy sequel.
But although I do agree with that, I'm not holding my breath for Villeneuve to I imagine things are gonna. Well, no, just.
But do you not think he'd want to do one in the past? Now he's been doing June though. That's all in the future.
Other side of the coin.
What if James Bond was a giant worm? Have you thought about that?
Damn. You know what?
Boom! Mind blown.
Yes, I have thought about that a lot actually. But no, I think there'll be creative differences. I think they're going to all be fuming, and I don't think Stephen, Denny, or Amazon are going to get along with what they want.
Really? Do you think Do you think the Villeneuve version never sees light of day?
Yeah, because think about Stephen Knight and what he's written and what he's into. He loves that. He loves cool haircuts and the lads.
Yeah. If this is Peaky Blinders Bond.
Blinky Blind and Blonde. I can't see. I just can't see those work. Like, I can't see it merging.
But do you not think he would want to write a period one because he does like House of Guinness, Peaky Blinders, like? Would that not appeal to him?
Are we going to have like 1800s Bond?
No, but I mean, yeah, obviously, I don't think that. I think 60 is the lowest you can go with it.
Yeah. If you want to have
the thing is, 60s makes sense, like Moonraker vibes. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it was fun when the villains were like, "We're gonna blow up the moon with a laser."
Yeah, where it's like, but then also like the thing is, everything's post-ironic now. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, you're not arguably just doing a serious Austin Powers at that point.
Yeah, I was just going to mention Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby, yeah. I fucking love
which
Austin
is
Powers.
incredible.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I want a modern day Austin Powers.
But how do you take that? Because now
Daniel Craig doing a modern day Austin Powers.
I
Where
think
he's like fucking.
from what Daniel Craig's doing now with his Benoit,
He's only doing Benoit.
he's signed
He's
in.
done. I need to watch Queer. To be fair, I have not watched that.
Yeah, I think he's really got out of the Bond thing. I like that he was like, I'd rather fucking.
I don't think he. I don't know if he
wrists.
has. But I think loads of people still know him as Bond. But I do think.
Yeah, I just mean him personally. When
I think
we last had a call.
I think he's less than like Radcliffe. I think he's done a better. I think he. And I did love the fact he hated doing it, but still did it.
We did a lot.
Like when people ask him about it, he'd be like, "Fuck it!" Like I just think he's so. I think he's just become an old grumpy man, and like he just wants to do stuff.
And I think
like his whole comment about like
can.
the going to gay bars to avoid fights and stuff. It's like, but you're probably also getting in fights. Like if people are coming up to you and saying stuff
fights.
like, even if they start, you don't have to. You know what I mean. You've probably got people around you to stop it. You don't have to fucking.
Yeah, you don't have to
kick
fight
off
back.
because somebody said that they think you're James Bond. Shit. But I suppose I don't know. I've never been James Bond, so I don't know how intense that is. Especially if you want to go boozing. And I do want to go boozing.
Yeah, because I imagine everyone just says like, "Oh, what are you?" You just go.
Oh yeah, or they're like, I thought you were going to be taller.
How tall is he?
Daniel I don't think Craig he's as tall as Piers Boyden.
Height.
Piers Boyden.
Have a guess. Daniel
I'm
Craig.
I'm 5'8".
You guessing 5'8"? He's 5'10".
Damn. Yeah, but that's on the internet, so he's definitely 5'9".
That's with a heel.
Because also it says Oscar Isaac's like 5'9", and I'm like, he's 5'6", 100%. No offense.
Oscar is he's tall. He's tall. He's small. Yeah, he's a little guy. How tall is Daniel Craig? On
really, but how tall is he? But seriously,
there's some things. There's some pictures. Him next to people the same height. Him next to people a bit taller than him. It's pretty good. This is on a website called celebheights.com.
Yeah.
So I trust it. But anyway, Daniel Craig. The Lawnmower Man.
I was going to say, yeah, we love a big old... We'll just go off and...
diverge.
What did you think of it? Pierce Brosnan.
What do you think of it overall? Yeah.
Honestly, like the middle bit. There's a bit in the middle that lost me, and I started I made a cup of tea and I was I was just not like I love all the virtual reality stuff. That's what I really like, and I didn't. All the virtual reality stuff loved, and like that was the best for me. That's what I enjoyed. That's what I'll take away from this. That's what I'll always remember. Like, even if like the film itself wasn't great, I think those bits were. We always
had virtual reality,
and I think they were just so funny. It looked so like I feel like if you showed people still images from this film, then it would be like people would be like, "Oh my god, what's that?" Do you know what I mean? If they've never seen it before, and you show them certain images, like look
screenshots from System Shock. Almost.
Yeah, look at your phone right now, and I'm about to send you a message.
I don't have it on me.
Oh, do you not? Fucking useless.
I got nothing.
I was gonna say, if you looked at it and people would be like, "What is that?" and like that looks awesome. I feel like the passage of time has done this film a lot of credit as well.
Some of it looks like what would just be in like a psychedelic music video.
Yeah, and that is what you want, isn't it, really?
That is what you want to have a film. Oh my goodness. Did I Did I fucking watch the wrong film?
What are you talking about?
I didn't see the bit. He meets the monkey outside.
Did you watch the director's cut?
I think I watched the regular cut.
No, I think that's only. I didn't see the monkey outside either.
What the fucking hell?
There's only a monkey getting shot.
Yeah,
I didn't see the
monkey I
bit where he's
saw,
carrying a monkey in the robot suit.
the only bit I saw
That
was
is
just
not in the actual film.
death. I thought it was pretty interesting that they had sex in virtual reality, and it was
Yeah,
was
and
so good that she became.
Oh no, was it so good or was it just so weird and bad and like so like just?
I think he was having a good time, and then
When he
she
turns into that thing, yeah, that was
lost
actually
everything. There were dragonfly flying around, and then she got stuck on the floor, and he was just laughing, and then.
Yeah, and then she never recovers from that, and they never go back to her. By the way,
They do go back to it. It's right at the end.
but no, but she's no better, is she?
No, they said she was running around hysterically laughing naked in the street, and that's
But yeah,
and he
I
just
mean, I
goes,
suppose
she'll be fine on her own, I guess.
Yeah, the whole like, what do you think about the final battle in virtual reality? Like the I'm a god.
I thought it was kind of pointless.
But they need the spectacle. You spent the money on the CGI. You need to finish. This is pre like everything ends in two grey guys fighting, or like. Do you know what I mean? Like we both have the same powers, but we're gonna have to fight each other.
Yeah, it was just the fact that Pierce Brosnan put all the explosives around. He's cut off everything, so he couldn't get to any outside network, and then he's in virtual reality, just like slapping him around. But like he didn't need to be there. He'd already set the bombs off. He could have just gone in, put the bombs down, set it off. But because he was fart-arsing around and set like a 15-minute timer on the bombs, there was enough time for him to find a back door, and he got out. And that's obviously the last shot with just phones ringing all over the world.
Yeah,
because he's
yeah.
I've got 1 billion calls to make. Which, during that, I was just like, why are you here? Why are you doing this? And like you say, it's to get the fight. It's to get the, you're trapped in here, and you get a little bit of weirdness.
It's to leave it open vaguely enough for it, like because he said he was the phones would ring, didn't he, and stuff, and it's like we need to slightly leave this open in case this makes any money.
Yeah, and there was.
And it actually made
Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace.
Yeah, it made the budget was 10 million USD for this, and it made 32.5. But apparently when
which you'd be happy with.
When some of the producers and studio heads saw the cut, it was really close to getting a straight to DVD.
Ooh, that.
But they said, "Oh, let us use like 5 cinemas to see if it," and then it did all right in them. So they were like, "Fine, you can actually get a release."
If you were, especially in, what was it, 92, especially seeing this as a producer, you are going to be like, sorry, what the fuck are these? Is this a shitty cartoon? Like, what are you? What?
Sorry, we gave you Stephen King's license, and you've done this.
And he's now fucking sued us.
Yeah, he's fucking pissed.
Just because we stole the title of his book and also a red lawnmower.
Yeah. By the way, when he's virtually cutting the lawn and he's like not pushing it and it looks like shit. It's just going around with no pattern at all. I remember thinking that I was like, I'm supposed to be impressed with this. Show me a pristine cut lawn when he's doing it. He's just driving it around in circles. It looks like shit.
I think that's a big thing it says in the film, because at the start he's like I'm a hard worker, and he's going up and down making the lines, and he's taking care of it. Now he might be telepathic, but it's shoddy work.
Yeah. I was gonna say telepathic or not, I like a cut lawn.
Probably. So you've gone like 30 centimeters away from the edges. Are you gonna do them, or have you got a strimmer? No. Okay. Great. We'll be going with someone else.
Yeah,
I'll be going with that fat naked guy.
Yeah, there's a fat nudist who actually would tear us to have a bit of this.
He's got a mouthful of grass cuttings.
That is awesome.
Which is all you need. That is awesome.
Yeah, that is. I kind of wish you hadn't told me that, because I wish I was doing that right now.
I'm definitely going to read this now.
Yeah, you can't read. Come on.
No, you can't read.
No, don't.
Oh, the director's cut is... Jesus Christ, the director's cut is 142 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It adds
I'm
in...
not playing out here.
It adds in a little, like, an extra 35 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like that.
35 minutes of Lawnmower Man. Don't know if I could manage that.
A whole... Hang on. So in the sequel, Austin O'Brien is the only actor that returns. But Austin O'Brien played Peter Parquet, the guy who gets, like, exploded by a lawnmower.
Oh, yeah, but he's back and he's alive.
You can't
People
just
gotta
say that
work.
like it makes sense. People got to work. What?
People have to work, Joe.
What?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but people must work.
A government agency. Very interesting. Very interesting. I kind of enjoyed his like weird god complex. I think it's pretty cliche of people getting powerful and then either becoming like God King.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
then just being like, I must rule. It's like, do you? Or you could you just be a cool guy with powers? Whatever happened to that? Why does everyone have to go to ruling the world or like destroying themselves? Like, could you not just like if I had powers, like say I know he did have a freak out in a cafe or whatever, but I'd just be like, listen, I'm just gonna make my life easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna work my normal job, but I'm gonna get.
Whoa! Listen, I wouldn't be working a job. Let me say that. I said make my life easier. I wouldn't be working no normal jobs.
Yeah, but you still gotta get money.
Yeah, but I have
Depending on
powers,
what your
Joe. The
power-
way I could get money.
If your powers are create heat and sandwiches, you'd be fine. But I don't know.
If my powers were create heat and sandwiches, I'd be serving the nation with freaking hot sandwich, hot tuna.
A nice
And
hot
the third
tuna
one,
sandwich.
hot tuna.
A hotter tuna. But like, if you just had telekinesis, you're still gonna. Yeah, you can maybe make yourself a cup of tea, but you can't afford the tea bags.
Yeah, but tea bags 10 a penny these days, man. Don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah, but those are totally gonna run out. Where are you getting the penny from? Don't worry about it. See, this guy's never had powers. You wouldn't lost a day.
If I had powers, you'd be the first one to know about it.
Yeah, because you'd quit your job and then realise I've got nothing.
No, if I had telekinetic powers, I would have been not in your room knocking things off your shelf, let alone being stood there. The thrill was you watching me do it as well.
I think the best career to do if you have powers is keep it a secret and then become a magician.
Oh my god, genius! Yeah,
That's the only way you can really like become a mentalist. You think Darren Brown's good? Imagine if you could actually read minds. You'd be selling out shows in Vegas, doing whatever the bloody hell you wanted.
You love magicians, don't you? By the way,
I just think they're really
you bring up
good.
magicians all the time. You definitely.
Look,
It's honestly not the first time you brought up a magician here.
I don't think you can prove that.
I can prove, and I'll have you found out.
Craig, get a clip of
Yeah, great, cut that.
me saying magician. It's just hour long, and me go magician. No, I just think that would work really well.
And on that magical note,
The Lawnmower Man.
what are you clubbing to death? At the end of every pod, we decide if this film should survive or if it should be clubbed to death. I don't know if you remember after the break, but what are you going to do? Are you killing or are you chilling?
Am I killing? Am I chilling? Am I grilling? Am I lawn mowing? I think I'm going to club.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Big old club.
Yeah.
I'm going to not club, so...
Wow. Interesting.
Sorry.
Like, there were definitely parts I liked, but overall, I just think it's either been... It wasn't new, even though it felt very strange. Stuff was familiar, and I just, yeah, done. I'm out. Kill me.
I think I don't know. I think the individual elements of the virtual reality save it for me.
Yeah. I just don't think the characters were that interesting.
Yeah, I think don't get me wrong. In another day, I probably would club it.
It's a full on beat. Oh, that's another thing. It felt like, and I feel like other B movie Stephen King films we've seen feel like a shit Cronenberg film. If you know what I mean, like this feels like a baby's first Cronenberg, where it's trying to really do something and be different with like the virtual reality or whatever, and it just doesn't hit as hard as a Cronenberg.
Yeah, I do agree. I think this isn't as like I think you get Roger Corman to do this Lawnmower Man.
Oh, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah, we got a very different kettle of fish.
There would have been a lot more lawnmower deaths. The virtual reality sex scene probably would have been about 30 minutes. But yeah, you know, I'm glad I've seen it. It was interesting to see Pierce in a role that I have never pictured him in.
Yeah.
Serious scientist, young, Pierce Deer, cool guy.
Right, and on that note,
yeah,
we're ending the pod. Welcome back.
We're back. This off. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Enjoy. Hope you listen. Goodbye.
I hope you got this far. Happy Year. Bye.